Good morning. My name is Erica Long. I am from Atlanta. I live here in Atlanta. I'm an attorney, a wife, and a mom, and I work with the Protect Your Care Coalition, which is a national group of organizations that are working to get the word out and educate people about the Affordable Care Act, about ObamaCare. And let me tell you, we have so much work to do. As the senator said, ObamaCare is not perfect. Ideally, we would have a single-payer system, but this is the best we could come up with now. And I've been talking to people about the Affordable Care Act for the past several months. And one thing that quickly occurred to me is that when you take all the politics out of it, when you take the sound bites out of the conversation, and when you talk to individuals about their lives, their friends, their family members, their neighbors, they realize that it is not this big scary thing that's trying to take away your freedom. They realize that even if they have health insurance that they're happy with and good for them, they know that that health insurance doesn't have to change, and that the changes that are taking place are positives for them. They know that even if they have a job and have employer-based health insurance, there are going to be a series of 10 benefits that must be included in every private health insurance plan, where you can go to your doctor for preventive care without having to worry about copay. I know that quite a few of you here in this room are a couple of years older than me, and you might be approaching Medicare age, and they realize that if you are a senior and you're on Medicare, you've already enjoyed prescription drug cost savings, and that's a good thing. That's what we're supposed to be doing. They know that if your children or grandchildren are out there, they maybe have finished college but can't find a full-time job in their field, they're working at Starbucks, working at the movie theater, they can stay on their parents' insurance until they reach age 26. And that's a good thing. So I just encourage you to please sign on board with what we are trying to do with Protect Your Care. Talk to your neighbors, talk to your church members, send them to, it's a mess, but send them to healthcare.gov. Send them to Enroll America's website. Encourage them to think not about what the millionaires and billionaires in this country are arguing about, but think about how important health insurance is for them. And then just to take it another step back to the political conversation, I think that some of what we've run into is that Obamacare has been marketed very smartly as some type of welfare program. And you know, when you say that, people get a sense of what that means. Obamacare is private insurance. It is not government insurance. It should be, but it's not. People going on to it is capitalism and a free market system at its best. Because of the Affordable Care Act, just like you shop for your cell phone plan or your car insurance coverage, all the other things that we pay for, you will go onto this marketplace, put in your information, and look up a series of choices and decide which health coverage choice works better for your family. Nothing in that is a handout. Nothing in that is welfare. Sure, there are federal subsidies to help some families pay for this insurance, but that's a good thing because society subsidizes the activities that are important to them, and we all understand economically why it's important to have full insurance coverage for so many American families. So that's what we are working on right now. It is not perfect, but you know, that is the best that we could do at this point. And before I sit down, I just wanted to thank the senator for coming down here and having a town hall meeting. From far away, I've never been to Vermont. He's from far away, but you know, he is our senator because we don't have senators right now. Education and strengthening our families, if we're concerned with helping our workforce get fully employed, if we're concerned with our environment, if we're concerned with having ethical leaders in Washington and in our state capital, and we don't have a senator down here. We probably don't have a governor either. So I appreciate that the great senator from Vermont is willing to come down here and dialogue with us about the issues that are important to us. And he made a point that is not made often enough, but I think it is important. When you take all the noise out of the conversation, the gay marriage, the abortion, all that crazy stuff, and when you talk to people about how they're doing in their households, whether they've paid their bills, whether they've been able to save anything at all, whether they can look at their children and grandchildren and honestly tell them, I foresee a future for you that is better than what I've had. And there's only one political party that is even coming close to answering those questions. I happen to believe that's the Democratic Party. And I think that we have a lot of work to do here in our state to build up a bench of honest, forthright public servants who are willing to have conversations with all kinds of people, not just the people who look like them, but all kinds of people about moving our state and our country forward. Thank you so much, Erica Long, for testifying.
You heard from him earlier, but you're going to hear from him again to tell